If you're thinking about quitting not just basketball, but anything in life, I want you to watch this video and hopefully it'll help you make the right decision. In my last year of high school, I was averaging 23 points. I was killing it all season. And one game, we were playing the other best team in the city for the first seed. We end up winning that game, and at the end of the game, the University of Saskatchewan coach comes up to me, basically expresses his interest in recruiting me. As the season goes on, my team won everything there is to win. We had a near perfect season, only losing one game. Then I get another school that has interest in me called Briarcrest. Now, Briarcrest wasn't a university, it was a college, much smaller, and respectfully, it was in the middle of nowhere. And everyone I've talked to has nothing good to say about this school. Their athletic program's not that big. Once again, it's in the middle of nowhere, so I didn't really want to go there. When I started to finish up high school, I started to realize a shift among my peers who didn't take basketball seriously or as seriously as I did. And it made me realize that people have real lives outside of basketball. When I was a senior in high school, my peers were, starting to think about their future, what university they were going to, and I'm almost finished high school. And the U of S coach doesn't hit me back. I was lost. I really didn't know what to do next. I was starting to think maybe, I'm not good enough to play basketball at the next level. So, I hit up the U of S coach, and then he just ghosted me for months. I was getting closer to graduation, and I still had no plan. I was really banking on going to the U of S, and my parents were in my ear saying that, you're good at basketball, but you need to be realistic. It's time to focus on applying to the local universities. I was like, hell nah. I ain't doing all that. Mom, Pops, don't worry about it. I'm going to U of S. So, I know a person who is on the basketball team, and I tell him about my situation and how I'm basically getting ghosted by their coach. And he was like, oh, you don't know? He got fired last month. We got a new coach from Ontario, and he's probably only bringing in Toronto guys. Damn. I was heartbroken. When you love the game so much, but the game don't love you back, it hurts. After I got that news, I was really letting what my parents said to me at the time get to me. I was like, maybe my journey ends here. A high school basketball champion, and then moving forward, doing something I hate. So after some hard thought, after some consideration, I decided to quit trying to play basketball at the next level. I just wanted to be a casual hooper and start, applying to universities or going to trades. I didn't know. I was just lost. I didn't want to tell my friends at school at the time because I was too embarrassed to tell them, because I know they would try and convince me to keep playing, but my mind was made up. One day, I was scrolling Insta and I saw a guy I was way better than get signed to the U of S, and my jaw dropped. I was like, him over me. Now y'all fucking playing with me. Like, nah, man, it can't be. Quitting basketball felt like the biggest regret of my life. Something I put so much work into, just gone. 2 weeks later, I get a call from one of my friends to, go play some casual pickup. And I pulled up because basketball, it's still fun to me. When we get there, there are 6 university level players there. And I was like, damn, I just came here to have fun. But I'm still trying to play though. Basketball, once again, is still fun. And these university guys basically make a super team. And we start playing 4-on-4 half court. The other team is full of, U Sport players and hoopers. And it's me and 3 other casual hoopers like myself. So we play our first game and they kill us. 11-4. Oh! I was still really rusty, but yet again, I was overthinking. I was playing tight, and I was playing as if I was trying to prove that I can compete with these uni players. But I made a switch in my mind. I don't have to prove anything. I'm not trying to play after high school anymore. I'm just here to have fun. So we got next, and we're playing the same team, and I get to cooking. I'm hitting threes, getting to the rim, bump fades off my right shoulder. I'm not even a right shoulder bump fade guy, and we end up winning. We end up beating them. And one of the uni players, he comes up to me after the game. Yo, dog, what grade are you in? I'm in grade 12. Oh, what? What school you playing for? Damn. What school am I playing for? And it made me realize, like, I not only belong at the next level, but I'm good enough to thrive at the next level if I put the work in. So the next week, you gotta finish that. So the next, get it together, Roman. So the next week, Atlee, my high school basketball coach, he would open up the gym every morning and train my teammate Yessi and his younger brother, who were 2 grades below me at the time. And Atlee was basically getting them ready for next year. I decided to join the training because, I still love basketball. We would train every morning, and it was nearing the end of my school year. Every morning that I showed up sweaty and musty to English class in first period just planted a little seed of doubt that I'm doing all of this work for nothing. I'm basically sprinting with no finish line. I was starting to consider my option to, apply to my local university and study something I really could care less about, or go to Briarcrest. Not a really good basketball program, middle of nowhere, but I get to do what I love. I'm about to graduate high school now, and Coach Shane from Briarcrest gives me a call.
Hey Roma, just checking in if you made a final decision on where you're going for next year.
I honestly don't know. I was planning on going to the U of S, but the coach that recruited me got fired.
Well, I don't do this for many players, but I have a full scholarship for you if Briarcrest is something, you choose to pursue. I think you have a chance to make an impact off the bench right away and eventually develop into one of the better players in the ACAC.
I didn't even know what a scholarship was at the time. All I knew was that I wanted to hoop. So basically I said I need some time to think about it. But at the same time, I really didn't want to go to Briarcrest. It was my last choice. But all the signs were leading me to go there. So I decided to sign. I prayed about it, and in my prayer I said, God, I'm not going to fight with you anymore. I trust you. And the rest is history. Anyway, that was a bit of my own personal journey. When I make videos, I always keep in mind that my videos aren't for me, but I feel like a lot of people can benefit from my personal stories, so this is kind of what my channel is about. If that's something that interests you, consider subscribing. If not, I'll settle for a like.
Hello, Aroma fans of the world.